Screen is black for some reason.
Is the lens cap on? Really?
What did you think about
Turn on. Turned on.
it? Really? That's like, we're good.
Okay. Okay, starting the meeting, would you like to call roll, please?
Absolutely. Chairperson Pat Raleigh.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Ruth Ann Gilbert. Here. Board Member Cody Abney.
Here.
Board Member Justin Kent is absent. Board Member Elizabeth Mowers absent. And our alternates Becky Denton and Monica Rasko are also absent, but your council liaison Bob Hunter is here. You have a quorum.
Okay, good. We have no public comments. Were any remarks from, you at all? Okay. Let's see, we've got the approval of the Parks and Recreation meeting minutes from September the 14th. Do we have a motion to approve those? What is this? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading off the wrong one. Oh, October the 12th. I was reading off of those minutes. Yes. Approval of regular meeting minutes from October the 12th, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the regular meeting minutes from October 12th, 2023.
And I second that motion.
Could you please?
Talk faster than I can write. All right.
Don't write as much.
Chair Raleigh,
Yeah.
Vice Chair Gilbert,
Yay.
Board Member Abney.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the regular agenda, discuss and take possible action on Kozak Park developments. I would just like to do a very brief review of what has transpired till this point in the past month or so. We have gotten, the gazebo area pretty much finished out except for a ramp to go up to the entrance. City staff has ordered stackable chairs and a deck box. And what, there was one other item. I think that's it.
Table.
Oh, and a waterproof or weatherproof card table to go in there. And they're all very inexpensive type items. So if they're damaged or stolen or whatever, it's, you know, it's not going to be a great loss. The Creekside Park, we got the two hexagonal tables installed over there, and those are in place. Trying to think if there's anything else. On Kozak, we did get a bill from them for additional cost on having to break through the rock on the installation of some of the stuff.
The equipment installer.
The equipment installer, but the bill came from Cunningham. They're a sub to Cunningham, but the bill came from Cunningham. And so, we're still in discussions. City staff is in discussions with Cunningham as to, our wanting to understand better why it took this long to come in. And I did have a talk with Todd Miller, and I've relayed that to city staff. And so there might be some negotiation downward of that amount.
What are they asking for?
$2,700, 27 homes, $100 a piece.
Okay.
So apparently, and there was a lot of rock over there. But I think there's some room there to discuss with them, reducing that cost. And so, I told them, you know, it was awfully late for that bill to be coming in. And,
In construction work, you don't generally obligate the person you're in contract with without notifying them that the obligation is going to have a financial impact. there was, of course, in the first part of the negotiations, it was stated that a hole that has rocks in it would generate a $100 per hole fee. But was there ever any discussion about them generating $2,700 in cost?
There
During
wasn't
the course of the
specific, there wasn't anything specific, but there was some discussion that there probably would be some cost.
If I don't know if the city ever entered into an agreement where they had a blank check, they could fill in an amount for, and then collect on whatever funds they wanted to collect on. It's a blank check.
I'm not paying for 27 holes.
I wouldn't either.
I think,
Tell me you want your rock back.
Exactly.
I think that we can,
We'll,
I
we'll,
think we
we'll
can-
work that out to one.
I think city staff, our prime negotiator over here will be working on that, and he has gotten input from me and for discussions with the contractor on that.
Yeah. My only point is that you never obligated the city to just sign a blank check.
And I actually went down there and talked to the, hole digger.
Really?
Yes, when he was here working, so.
Yeah.
We'll see, yeah, that will, yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna work on that. As far as Augusta Park goes, that one is still undergoing a lot of activity. A very thorough report was sent out from Becky Denton, talking about a work day where we put out a lot of the newly acquired signage. The ping pong table was installed by city staff and board member. And that will be anchored down in the next day or two. They said supposedly by the end of this week, they're going for concrete and anchor it down into concrete. We have a Eagle Scout candidate by the name of Billy Brown that is doing a rainwater collection structure. The funds for that have been approved by city council out of money left over from Spooktacular to help with materials, and he's also gotten a lot of in-kind donations from King Feed and from McCoy's. So, and I cautioned him to make it look as attractive as possible. I said if he can do a standing seam roof on it versus a corrugated steel roof, that would be nice. It's not a very big roof. And then also try to make the boards that go around three sides of it mimic a barrier that is across the street from the park in someone's yard that is aesthetically pleasing. So it kind of, instead of being an eyesore, it can actually be something that people can use as an example of how to do rainwater collection here in Wood Creek.
Is he gonna provide a drawing?
He's provided drawings.
He has, okay.
Yeah. And Becky and I have discussed it with him. We're kind of a little subcommittee on that.
Okay.
We've worked that with him. The rain garden, Claire Palmer, still is working on, getting funding from, the Master Gardeners, and she is using some of our landscape funding as well for that. There's a Girl Scout Gold project. Gold is like the Eagle Scout for girls. And she's working to do a Monarch way station, which,
Is that gonna be part of the garden?
yeah, part of the rain garden.
Claire has some really wonderful ideas.
Oh, no, she has a landscape architect that's working with her,
Yeah.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna really.
oh, no,
Oh.
if it looks anything like the example pictures we saw. Okay,
How did I miss those pictures?
They're in the,
she presented it one.
go look in the packet for council, and there's the item for the
Oh,
money,
I
and
see.
it's in
I
that
see.
packet.
Okay,
We didn't, that's all I got.
okay, thank you.
And as Becky pointed out, we need somebody to develop the loose parts play area. And that is, if you Google loose parks and read up about that, it's just a bunch of sticks and blocks and things that you can put out there that kids can do ad hoc construction of, you know, make-believe forms and things.
I'll do that.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm.
Yeah.
I think children will.
And we've already got a lot of logs and pieces out there. You almost have enough cedar logs out there that you could build a log cabin with. I could see Cody going over there one day, getting creative with the chainsaw, and their little log cabin shows up 2 hours later. It's,
On my spare time.
yeah, it was not, it was just kind of an idea. It's not, I nearly did it myself. Okay, anything else on Bozak?
Is this to-do list, is this published in the agenda statement, did y'all publish it online?
No, we just got it.
Can I discuss anything on it?
Yes.
Sure.
So for Creekside Park, we've identified a need there, and that's the need for a porta potty. It's real.
Yeah,
I told my boy to go underneath the bridge.
Okay.
And while I'm there, I hear multiple children saying they have to use the restroom, and they have to load up and go home, and that's the end of their playing with the playground. And when one kid goes, all of the rest of the kids that are with them have to go.
Okay,
It's very disruptive.
we talked about that, about renting a, porta pot, they come up once a week and flush it out and do it, so we don't have to.
And we have an example of how it's very well done, that's at Memorial Park. And I think the only real expense there is a small concrete slab, and I can help with the concrete slab if necessary.
How do you spell it, Park?
Memorial Park, it's in Wood Creek North, Morrow.
They have a bathroom there?
They put a ADA compliant porta potty in
That's
day
nice.
one.
One stall?
Yeah, but it's ADA compliant,
Yeah.
and it's, I believe they rent it from Honey Bucket, which is semi-local, they're out of San Marcos.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
a talk between you and their VP over there would probably net the city favorable price.
Cool.
Okay.
Same
No, go ahead.
Park, I would like to think about more benches.
Oh, absolutely, that was the next, I was gonna bring that up also. Parents are sitting on the logs, which is perfectly fine, the logs are pretty good benches, but I've been down there and there's been so many parents
Yes.
that I don't like to go and stand up somewhere for an hour.
No.
Where would you,
Creekside Park.
no, but where would you wanna put them?
Right down the fence.
Yes.
Oh, just right down, towards the creek
Look,
side?
yeah, the creekside, the long fence.
Oh, that's,
Front benches down.
that's a driving easement.
No,
Can you-
inside the fence.
Either way, either fence. It would probably be preferable in the summer to have them against the adjoining property
The shady area.
and the shade.
Or just around.
Yeah, I'd much rather not, I worked really hard to keep
Yeah,
a lane
right.
down there for people. to
So let's put them on the other side.
Okay.
We need like additional seating down there, even if it's $100 picnic tables from Lowe's
Mm-hmm,
or McCoy's.
yeah.
McCoy's, they're like
I
120.
think picnic table will take up too much spot.
I'm
Too
just
much space,
saying.
So we can
Just a
put
bench.
just a bench, couple $100 benches,
Several. benches.
Well, we still have the benches that people have volunteered to donate, and so that is something we will address at the next meeting, I'm thinking.
And could we move the back table up a little bit more? It seems it's pretty isolated.
It's not anchored.
Okay, don't you think that's gonna?
Yeah, two benches that we could relocate temporarily that are right out here that nobody uses.
I have a third one that all I have to do is put new wood on and sandblast.
And we could use that. They're not, nobody ever sits out there as far as I know, do they?
No,
Are they? you're thinking-
I've only seen one lady, but
Yeah.
she's cutting through to,
But
well,
we could relocate those pretty easily.
yes.
Are they the old metal ones?
They're pretty sturdy, aren't they?
yeah, when they have
Yes.
good wood on.
Do you really want to do?
We'll look at that, well, I'll see if I can. I have one thing that I would like to, and, I think we need to have some type of barrier from the parking and the fence,
Curb
So
stops.
Cody,
curb stops or something.
they
so
do
you
not
don't run
have
into
those.
the-
I know, I forgot.
But I asked.
You know, would you call your counterpart at Alpha and ask them where to get curb stops?
Yeah,
That supervises them, it's the striping and paving contractor.
Mhm,
I thought it was a landscaping contractor, I asked,
mhm.
and I forgot to follow up with a paving contractor after I got that answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just out there the other day and they didn't know who had those.
Alpha knows where to buy them by the semi-load.
okay, I'll see what we,
Okay.
yeah, I just hate for some grandpa to.
Did you make?
Especially up here, I know it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
hard, thank God we have them up here, else I would have a visitor in my office.
Yeah,
And so,
we probably need like 8, it needs to be measured, but probably,
Yes.
there may not be 8 parking spaces there, but there's room for 8 curb stops.
Yeah, just have to measure and see.
okay, I'll work on those two.
Okay. Anything else on the POSAC stuff? Okay. Let's go on to agenda item number 2, which is discuss, take possible action regarding non-park board activities directly impact city parks, including the briefing on potential rain garden partner projects. We actually just did that.
Yes.
So we talked about that in the context of the POSAC stuff.
Augusta.
Yeah. So I'd suggest we just go on to item number 4, discuss and take possible action on the Luminario planning activities. City staff has this well under control and how many have you given out?
I haven't looked at Taffy's log, but we had 80 from this year. We had 24 bags left over from last year. That box, each box had 40 luminaries and some stacked on top, and that's.
I thought you told me at one time you had given out almost, or you had 50
reserve.
signed up.
Yes, we had
50 signed.
53 reserved, and then Mayor Rasco took 7, so we had 60. And I know there were at least 2 people today that hadn't signed up
More than that,
that picked up bags.
they're seeing the sign up here at Wood Creek Drive, and they're coming down here. I know at least 4 people came in today that did not have, or did not call in or whatever.
I need them for
And I have
3 houses.
Or how many?
Not 3 houses, my house and Widow's another son.
And I need to get some for our yard, so. And then what I will do is I will get on social media and recruit, people.
Is that this Saturday? With the sand?
17th.
Well, I'm gonna be up at the Triangle on Sunday afternoon for 2 hours for people that are working that can't do it during the week to come get sand. And, I'll grab the trailer, go up there, and then I'll bring it back here. But most of the dispensation of the stuff's gonna be done here at the city hall. And then as far as putting out the ones around the Triangle and at the entrance, I'm just gonna,
Jane signed up for the entrance.
oh, she did?
She told me.
Awesome. Oh, so did you have people sign up to help put them out in the city areas?
I don't know. I have to look.
But we can certainly count on Jane to do that.
Right, she was the.
And I and some other folks, I probably can get Jeff, usually is very helpful with the luminarias, and he has his whole family, and when his whole family comes out, there about 6 people out there putting them out. So, and I'll get Sean and he'll help me, so we're gonna kind of take care of that in an ad hoc manner. And I'll put on social media, people want to help do it, we're gonna be doing it from this
Is
time.
there sand here now?
Got on a trailer in the back, I got it the other day.
The bucket's in here though.
A bucket and the scoops in here that we give them to measure, when they put it
Oh.
into their
Their
container.
bucket.
Right,
Mhm.
because they don't know how much it takes, so we say,
Sure.
to the line, they pour it into their thing.
Yeah,
That's
one,
his idea.
I got a bag and dumped 30 of those
Yeah.
bags in there, so I know it
Is
works.
that what everybody's getting now, 30?
Well, now it's 25, but we used to do 30, it's close.
Okay.
Yeah. So the luminarias seem to be well in hand. Any other thoughts and concerns from you guys on that?
Seems to be going good, I'm just working.
Oh.
What we're doing.
You're what?
I'm worried about.
I was gonna
Worried about
say,
running out, but we're doing that. We can get those overnight through Amazon.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and order some. 'Cause
Yeah,
some
because we'll
people-
need it for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ordered 2,000.
One of the best things that can happen is to run out and then people will really be incentivized to do it. Yeah. You need to get a number of those little lighters, cheap lighters. Do you have a bunch of those?
We don't have any lighters.
Oh, well then you were.
Quick ones.
I remember when each one of those will light about 50 bags.
Oh, okay.
And so there's probably 120 or so bags around the triangle.
Okay,
And I went through 2 or 3 lighters, lighting all of those one day.
okay.
We'll get some of those.
Yeah, and they're cheap on Amazon. So anyway. Anything else on the luminarias? Okay, on to item number 5, discuss and take possible action on the resignation of me as the Parks and Recreation Board Chairperson.
I have a
I
question.
would like, yes, sir.
This says the resignation as chairperson, would this mean that you continue on the board as a regular member?
At this time.
Mhm.
At
You don't
this
want me to
time.
cry.
Well, I'm just being clear.
No, at this time, but
He is only stepping down as chairman.
I'm reserving the right later on to be able
You
to.
always have.
Could you just be absent?
Yeah, was.
He doesn't have that right, Bob.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so, and in order, I don't even have to have that voted on, I can just resign as the chairperson, right?
Yeah.
Well, and you sent me an email, saying that you were resigning, so we can choose to accept that resignation.
Well, we don't have to really do anything on resignation from
Yeah, just from the chair.
the chair.
Okay, and so now that, I'm no longer the chair, I would like to make a motion to we've got an item number 6 where I make a motion to nominate Ruth Ann Gilbert as the chairperson. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? I think she will do a wonderful job.
I'm sure she will.
As long as I can call on my favorite people to help me.
Wood Creek is full of
Favorite
very
people.
helpful people.
I agree.
And you have done young woman's work, or whatever, I don't know.
Young person.
Young person's work and all of the stuff you've already done. And I know that it's gonna be in wonderful hands. Would you like to call the roll on that nomination
Sure.
motion?
Chair,
Whatever,
Board Member Rawlings,
aye.
Chairperson Gilbert,
Well, you're not really a chairperson.
I
so
know.
How would it
just
do?
a board member,
Board-
vice chair.
and,
This is tricky.
Board Member Abney,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay,
Congratulations.
yeah, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now I just have a few minutes of a long speech.
Now, you've got 7 minutes.
Wow.
As soon as Thanksgiving arrived, I worried about the reindeer, and I want to thank you all, whoever put those up, for doing it. Thank you so very much. They just look adorable, and it's all part of our Christmas spirit. And I won't go into how much I have enjoyed the work we have done and how proud I am of what we have accomplished so
Oh.
far. But I do want us to try to finish as much as we can,
Mhm.
so that everything's finished, and then if we still have any money left over, we can see what we want to spend that on. I have a great idea. Chess at the triangle, the big on the ground chess.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I thought that would be fun. for
Chess?
Would be fun.
Chess.
Oh.
yes.
Well, we do have money in the budget for park maintenance, and so that will be a ongoing thing that we'll need to
And,
keep up
and
with.
I know there are a lot of other ideas that people want to contribute to what we do.
Right, I'm working on a spring lane, I'm calling it right now, at the Triangle.
Okay.
So I'll get in contact with you and see if you wanna, there's not much to do,
Uh-huh.
but it'd be a good event to kinda be attached to.
And thank you, because I don't really understand how much time the two of y'all have been spending talking to each
We
other.
don't ever talk.
I'm sure you don't. You guys never do talk. But I do feel we're very fortunate. We have a really good group.
Oh, you really do. And your city staff
Yes.
really has been especially helpful with
Yes.
Parks and Recreation. You guys. are
We really
just above and
appreciate y'all.
beyond.
And everybody. I can always count on everybody here to do what they say they're going to do, so. And that's all I have to say. Those are my closing thoughts.
Well, the gavel's yours.
The gavel is
Yeah.
yours.
So with that said, I make a motion that we end the meeting.
Do we have to vote on that?
No. You just
Meeting is
adjourn.
adjourned.
5:55.